I'm in Mike Judy, Smyrna High School here, coming to you with another uh, blitz pattern that we like. This is our NCAA Blitz. Today we're going to be talking about bringing it from the bench or the short side of the field. Although you can bring it from field, you can bring it from the back, away from the back, whatever game plan tells you. Uh, there are five-man versions of this where you can play drop off, three deep, three under. Uh, but I'm gonna talk about the pattern that we use, which we end up bringing a six-man and playing off-man rules behind it. So we're gonna bring bench rodeo. So we're gonna start with first thing is we gotta send the nose opposite of where the pressure is going to come from. Again, we're in our 404 front. Uh, this guy ends up with one-on-ones often because of the way that we do things out here. Next thing we do is you have options here. So if you want to play around with using the splits often and changing it up, you can have this kid go anywhere from long stick into A gap, into B gap, or you can loop him. And you're going to bring these three bench players in some capacity. But this is the version that we like the most. We're going to long stick and make sure we get lateral. All right, get lateral, eyes on the guard. Okay, and we got to see what the guard's doing. All right, if it's a down block, you got to come right away. Or a block down or a block away from you, you got to come off his butt and go hard. If he's setting to you, you're going to continue on your path into A gap. Next, we're going to have our framer, our outside blitzer. All right. Very important that he takes a path that is not going to allow any sort of flush to his side. And then our will or inside backer here is going to be the looper. Plenty of information out there on the internet. You can find more about that. But this kid's going to go open window blitz, typically in the B gap area, somewhere between that long stick and the jack. Like I said, you can do this in any combination with these three. That's up to you, but this is the one we like. Now, you bring the field side end. We're going to loop into C gap. Now, if you stop here, this is going to be your five-man zone fired, a la Dick LeBeau and the Steelers. You're going to play three deep, three under, taking the mic, right? Sam's going to match or play the skiff. You're going to rotate this free safety back, come down to the side that you're blitzing and match there. You end up in three deep, three under. All right. Now, we don't major in that. So we major in playing man off man with a lot of our pressures. So what we did was we decided why waste that kid. And we're going to take this Sam backer and we're going to add him on a real standard blitz for us, which is going to be kind of I've talked about it in other videos, the blood path, okay, coming underneath, uh, causes a lot of issues because they have to sort it out, and we kind of lock their running back into this side so that he can't go coast to coast, hopefully. So what do you end up with? Sometimes you get good pressure from this three-man side where you're actually trying to get the pressure from. The reality is, just like if you're blitzing to try to get a guy to run through freely, um, you're in a chess match that you're not going to win often. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to create one-on-one matchups, and you're trying to make these 15, 16-year-old kids think. So oftentimes we get really good matchups with these defensive ends and this nose. All right, either the long stick kid or the nose getting a lot of pressure or getting good pressure off of this one-on-one. So let's go to the film real quick. All right, this is going to be a bench. This is going to be a bench rodeo for us. Excuse me, this is going to be a field rodeo. We're going to be bringing this kid. He's going to be your framer. This kid's supposed to long stick in the A gap. The nose is going to be backside A. We're going to loop this end, bring this boundary kid under, and then this Mike backer is going to be the B gap roll kid. So let's take a look. All right, one more time. You're going to watch this nose. Our nose is going to get a great one-on-one because of the way they try to handle. All right, this stunt over here. Notice the lane open up. He just beats the kid one-on-one and gets the sack. All right. Going back to this next clip, we're going to be bringing it from the field again. So here is your framer. Here is your B gap runner. This kid should be in a long stick. Our nose should be working opposite. End's going to loop. Jack's going to come under. Now I believe the nose gets mauled here. as this is like an RPO, kind of get like a scoop block. So he ends up taking 2 blocks and getting moved, which I don't like. But what it does is it opens up that boundary looper. He gets a clear path, and then they have problems sorting out this movement on the front side. Mike gets a nice hit on the quarterback. One time. Love it. Okay, now this last clip I want to show you is what happens with the long stick. So we got this team. This is a heavy play action pass team. All right, a lot of like trap pass or whatever people call it, counter pass. You're going to get the guard kind of wagglish. You're going to get the guard pull front side, which means the tackle is going to try to scoop this backside end. Now, if you can run it, okay, if you can run this from the boundary, if you think they're going to pull and play action pass to the field, we actually long stick this kid into A gap. We're mugging here. This is part of the game plan. We're mugging on the front side to try to get this guard not to pull. We're going to end up looping. Okay, here's your framer. Okay, here's your feather player. And we're going to watch the effects of this long stick when the tackle cannot reach him. Okay, gets a clear path. Okay, ends up making the play. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time with slow motion. Watch how the tackle goes to try to reach him with a short step because he's in a 4. That kid takes a long step down. Angles are bad. Okay, garage door opens. The kid has a free path to the quarterback. So, gentlemen, appreciate your time. Hopefully you get something from this. As always, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon.